Oh, g'day. Just want to do a little edit here. In the first episode, I mentioned that I was going to use those thin strips of Paulownia that came out of a grain kit. In second thoughts, I've decided not to do that. It looked a bit too tricky. So I'm just going to do what I knew or what I know. I'll cut the rails off and lay up some rail bands. Okay, hope you enjoy episode 2. So I've cut the rails off. If you look down through there, you can see I've squared them off. Look down the other side. There we go. The other thing I've done is I've filled in the fin box, cut that out, filled that in with foam. There's still a couple of little minor little dents along the edge of the rail here, but that'll be okay. They'll be fine. This one here, that was a massive big resin blob, and it was I was going to leave it in there, but it was just bugging me, so I cut that out and I just put a bit of foam in there, reshaped it. Over here there was a little bit of a dent where the decal used to be, and it had sucked in. So I've just I stuck some foam there, some blank, and then I sanded it down, but it was real tricky. I wanted to peel off because it's super thin. This one was peeling up again, so I just put a bit more glue to glue it down. But it'll be okay, because when you put the timber over the top, it'll just sit on there as long as it's flat in the spots it needs to be. There's a few hollows in here and that, but they'll be okay. They'll fill up. And then down here in the nose, all them ugly bits are all gone now. They're all gone. There's a little bit of a low spot there on the nose, but that's okay. That'll all fill up. There's a bit of an ugly bit here, so you can sort of get my finger in it. But once I've put the timber on there and then plane it back, I might stick a bit of foam in there then. It'll go in there a bit, and then I can shape that back down, get rid of all that. So bottom's looking pretty good. It's a lot cleaner than what it was. Obviously I planed the stringers down because they had a bit of a lump on them. And I'll give it a general sort of sand, a bit of a shape on the bottom, flat, get it flat again. It's got a real slight V down through here, so that's still in it. So we flip him over and have a look at the deck. So deck's the same. There was a big sunken piece here where the decal was, and I started sanding, and as it got thinner, it started just peeling off. But it should be okay. I'm happy with that. It's only like a millimetre little dip there. That the timber will go over that, and I'll use the foaming glue, so it'll fill that sort of gap. So the bottom looks heaps cleaner. The deck looks heaps cleaner. Pulled the plug out, put a bit of blank in there, filled that up. The tail's going to be a little bit tricky. I'm not sure what I'm going to do here, because that bends down quite sharply to get into the little baby swallowtail. I might have to cut that out and just put a whole piece of timber in there and then shape it in later. But anyway, I'll come to that. So, generally speaking, it's pretty good. It's a lot cleaner. Oh, the other thing I did too is I pulled the rails over a bit. I took a whole new cut. I took a few cuts off here, cut the chamfers, and I 3 or 4 cuts, blended the rail in. So the deck's a lot rounder. These rails are a lot lower. They were real chunky like this, but now they've got like a nice low sort of softness to them. So that should be nice. But so I'm pretty happy with it. So that's a bit of an update for you all. Hope you appreciate that. Anyway, I don't really know what else to say about it. It's looking so much cleaner than what it was. It was really, really ugly. Thanks for tuning in. And I don't know. The next one I'll probably have a bit of timber on it. you know, all the other stuff, I've been through that before in previous videos. I just thought, you know, this one was about, you know, taking a crappy old board that probably should have went to the tip, and most people would have. But anyway, I'm going to save it, see how it comes out. I think it'll be a good fun board.